Hello, namaste, good afternoon. Going to see if I can do a reading, if it will give me a reading on the power structure of the planet. On the power structure of the planet. Power structure of the planet. This is on oops. Okay. Thief, sigh, and prison. Now you might ask yourself, what do these have to do with the power structure of the planet? Well, they actually do have. The thief is the power that's being taken away from the balance of power between male and female energies. Okay, so this is creating a prison for everyone of consciousness, okay? And it's an imbalance throughout the whole energy systems, okay? This affects planetary, social, every aspect of what there is. And it's so much imbalance that is taking place that it's part of what's going on, is part of the problem with the planetary, even the weather, everything is affected by it. Okay. Hangman, vision. Okay. Okay. So yeah, everything is hanging. I mean, it's like it's not moving forward. Okay. Things are being hanging in balance, I mean, and people have to be willing to see what it is, see the reflection of what's taking place, and understand how that is affecting things. Okay. This is about the imbalance of power. Imbalance of power, the energies of the universe and this plane, this planet. So this is about the Page of Wands. This is a message about the energy. Wands is always equaling energy. Okay. And yeah, what's been lost? This is usually coming back into the picture. Okay. So this is about the imbalance of energies that's taken place. Okay. Let's continue to see what we have here. Okay. Again, there is that sense of loss and that walking away, okay? Yeah. It's in the position of, wants to be in the position of power. And this power struggle, this male-female polarity of energies is just affecting everywhere. It's affecting planetary, it's affecting cultural, all the way across the board. Okay. So let's continue to look at this. There really needs to be a rectifying of the imbalance of energy. Okay. Now I can see what's taken place and can explain it, but let's see, just see what I have for the power structure of the planet. Okay, let's look at the power structure of the planet. It's time to get honest with this. Honesty. We need to get honest with this situation of what's happening with this power structure of the planet. Because again, it affects everything. As above, so below. As is the consciousness, it changes the whole effect of everything on this planetary awareness, okay? All these things, this mass consciousness works together. And when it's all off balance, it can really cause problems. Power structure, okay? Guardian angel, okay? There are other forces in the universe which are, again, overseeing things that are attempting to work with things to rectify as much as possible. But people need to open up to it because we have free will, okay? It's called free will. You can't force anything. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. But there are guardian angels. There are those, whether it's teachers, whether it's actual angels, whether it's those overlooking the planet to try to aid humanity to get this righted. Because if it doesn't get righted, we could lose this planet. Again, equilibrium. These things need to come to balance. The power structure of the planet is not in balance at the moment. It's lost its equilibrium, okay? Yeah, the equilibrium has been skewed. The equilibrium has been skewed. It's not in balance. Power structure of this planet. This is the power structure of this planet. Okay. Mushroom, forgotten knowledge. Again, it's forgotten knowledge. We have lost that balance. Okay? Things need to, again, be righted, because as long as it's over domineering of the male energy, the whole female energy and Mother Planet, Mother Earth, it's going to be out of harmony, out of balance. And this is what's causing so many problems, again, cultural, between male and female embodied beings, and also the planetary Earth with weather fronts, all of this. It's all connected. It's all connected. Okay? And these things need to come back into balance. Okay? Because the power structure now, okay, let's continue to see what the cards say about the power structure of the planet. Then after that, we could maybe go into how to rectify the imbalance. Yeah, temptation. Okay. Temptation. Too many things were put into place, you know. Not the right keys have been put into place. They have done too many things with as far to make more imbalance, such as reducing restrictions, what they've done with what do you call that, strip mining and all those other things have caused a great imbalance, because people want power and they want money, and they're not honoring the planet, they're not honoring Mother Earth, and it goes all the way across the board. Okay, also temptations in relationship, etc., which throws everything off as well. I mean, all of these things are interconnected, interwoven. Okay. Okay, retreat, timely departure, letting go, requirement. Okay, again, these things need to be backed out of. So we're going a little bit into also rectifying the imbalance. These things need to be drawn back. We need to come back to a place of balance, because they are just really causing problems on all kind of fronts, just beyond what people can know. It's just... This is another thing why we're having school shootings, we're having, I mean, everything is just totally, at this point, off balance. And it needs to come back to writing. Okay? Crown chakra. Okay. We need to have success and growth. We need to access that wisdom. Crown chakra, this wisdom, this higher knowledge, okay, in order to get things to balance out, to understand success and to growth, to bring things back into harmony. Because the power structure of the planet now is predominantly overarching male type energy, and it's not being balanced, and so it's become corrupted. It's becoming very corrupted in the way it's being used. There's not to say there's something wrong with male energy, don't get me wrong, it's not that. And yeah, again, the lovers, it's affecting every single aspect. There needs to be, again, balance. You can't have an overarching all one and lopsided energy, because there will be no balance with the human condition, with relationship, with anything. When it gets so far off balance like this, that one is so afraid that they need to keep their dominance, and it needs to then they start repressing, then they start overkill, and becomes even more imbalanced. Okay, repression starts happening. This over ego aggrandizement type things start happening. Again, there's no respect for the planet when it comes to using resources, etc. It just really affects on all levels. And this is not to say to overthrow male power, that it needs to be, female power, and no, there needs to come balance. Okay. So now we have the King of Coins, and when it's imbalanced again, this is what happens. Not happy. This brooding thing, trying to hang on to stuff, but it's not, in a position of, not in a position where one is happy, where they're just, brooding, trying to hang on to stuff. Okay? Just brooding, trying to hang on to stuff, and it's not working. Okay, let's look at C again, about this imbalance of energy. And when it is, one feels like they're just absolutely beset on all sides. And again, this has to do with that female energy is just surrounded on all sides by this, hemmed in. It's not given freedom. There's no balance of power there. Okay, there's no balance of power. That's not coming together in a harmony of balance. It's being beset on all sides. Okay, overrun, repressed. Repressed. Doesn't work. Does not work on any level. Any level. Okay. Yeah, so what it's going to cause is a big, huge shakeup. And that's why we're having so many weather problems too. Everything is getting shaken up. Relationships, weather problems, planetary problems, people at each other's throats, these polarities happening, this, conspiracy theories. All of this drama is connected. They're connected on some level with this loss of respect, overarching of one power versus another, and it's then it drives fear of loss, fear of over ego. Things become very ego aggrandizement. There's a loss at that time of this integrity. Okay, there's a loss of integrity. Okay, with this overarching of one power versus another when it gets out of balance. All of these things happen, and then the whole society implodes. The whole society will implode, as well as what's happening with the weather and everything, because things are off balance. They're not being cared for. It's not being used in a wise manner. Okay, next is that energy. Having that energy and, really needing to look forward. Look forward to another way to handle things, to write it, okay? Because this way it will be in self-destruct mode if we don't get it under, if we don't get it rectified, okay? So again, it also comes down to a mass consciousness shift. If you want to have a mass consciousness shift in the planet, it needs to come to some balance, okay? You can't have an overarching of this male dominating type of an energy without balancing it. Okay? Time lapses. Okay? Again, this is beyond time and space. We need to get it in balance. Okay, before time runs out, we need to get this in balance. Okay. I can't tell you how much all of this is linked together. These aren't separate issues. All of this thing it's so, from the bottom up, it's linked. Yeah, transformation. We need transformation, intuition, patience. But we need to get started on it, and it needs to get started now. Okay? But it's going to take time. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, immediately. It needs to be reworked from the bottom up. Needs to be reworked from the bottom up. People need to wake up, wise up, as to how these power imbalances, and again, yeah, deflection. They're looking at everywhere except for what the actual problem is, what needs to be rectified. You can't keep deflecting it from here to there. We have to actually do the work. We have to actually look at things realistically, okay, to get to realization. Realistic realization, okay? Not hoping that, hope against hope, fantasy, that it's going to just rectify itself, okay? It's not going to rectify itself. But there are teachers, teachings, guardian angels, others willing to aid, but you cannot force. This is the place of free will. You cannot force change. People have to awaken to change, okay? And when they're ready to awaken to change, then these power shifts can start to take place and come back into balance. Because now, it's like with the polarizing and stuff, you know, you continue to have imbalance. And that's why it's right now, so much stuff is going on, because it's showing, it's putting it in your face as to how much imbalance is actually in place and what it is affecting on every level and layer of this planet. Whether it has to do with weather and all the storms and all the, you know, things that are happening now with that, or has to do with relationship, has to do with breakdown of society. Again, all these things are connected, and it's, excuse the expression, the shit is hitting the fan at the moment, okay? The shit is hitting the fan at the moment, and people need to, they're having a moment to say, wake up. Wake up. We need to really, because in order to change something, you have to see it first. So this is the way, you know, of seeing it. Now people have the opportunity really to see what's going on, okay? And to begin to have a point to get together and start making some radical changes, okay? So if we want to get to this great event, this radical shift in consciousness, there are things we have to put into place first, okay? So let's get to a really starting point, you know, because again, like I said, this is the time of the child feeling. We need to feel this, we need to understand this, and we need to start really going on the path forward. Thank you, namaste. Have a great day.